Deathcore Dre, no brainer industry. The things about the entertainment industry you might not know, but I'm gonna get you hip. I'm back on it, man. So look, this how this video about to go, man. I'm about to tell y'all what happened. BlueFace just got sentenced for his shooting at a nightclub that happened last year. I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit of this information. I'm gonna show y'all the shooting, and then I'm gonna even show y'all the deliberation that went, on yesterday at his sentencing. When BlueFace was actually in court talking. Well, him not actually talking, but his lawyers deliberating with the judge. So let me just go ahead and just give y'all the little details right quick. So BlueFace is sentenced for his Vegas strip club shooting. All right. So first of all, if y'all don't know the shooting, I'm gonna go ahead and play the video from the actual shooting. I'm gonna explain to y'all what happened. So in this video right here, and I'm gonna give you context, a little bit of context. So BlueFace is coming out of the strip club at this point. Prior to this, he had gotten to the altercation with somebody else. I'm gonna give you his name after this. I kind of forgot his name, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, they had gotten in a fight. This is after the strip club. Dude had already left. So BlueFace is out there with his homies, his folks. And you about to see in a second, a white pickup truck is about to pull up, which is actually the dude that he had just got into it with. So allegedly, they're saying that this dude pulls up and flashes a gun at BlueFace. And then BlueFace, starts shooting at him. But also they say he almost tried to hit somebody. So here go the white pickup right here. He stops. He stops right there, and you see how they pull up. He tries to hit that person right here, and you see BlueFace right there start shooting. See the flashes from the gun. He starts shooting and fired a couple rounds into the vehicle. End up allegedly grazing the dude in his hand. Okay, so just so you know, that car right there was the dude's work vehicle. He drove that car up there, from work. Apparently, they got into an altercation about dude was trying to clown BlueFace, saying that he had some basic females with him, saying that, you supposed to be a rapper. Basically clowning. BlueFace ain't like it. Beat the man up. Then dude decided he wanted to pull up, and allegedly he flashed a gun, and that's why BlueFace got to shooting at him. And also, you can see he almost hit whoever was with BlueFace with the car. Okay? But let me just go ahead and read a little bit more of this information. BlueFace better stay out of trouble for the next few years, or he could find himself doing some serious jail time. Getting up to 3 years probation for a Vegas shooting. BlueFace learned his fate Monday, getting sentenced to up to 3 years probation. There's also an underlying sentence of 2 to 5 years behind bars. So if he screws up the probation, he's certain to get locked up for several years. The shooting happened back in October of 2022. Vegas cops bust BlueFace a month later. He was later charged with attempted murder, but eventually pled guilty in July to lesser charges of battery and discharging a firearm at or into an occupied structure. So this video right here is actually when he pulled up to court, because he had a court date, and that's where the undercovers pulled up on him and actually arrested him. Here go the video right here. So I think he was sitting there, if I'm not mistaken, he was sitting there with Krishan.
They got BlueFace out here, bruh.
Yeah, so he's sitting right there.
And Krishan.
And then the undercovers pull up. Yeah, he's sitting with Krishan. The undercovers pull up, and they arrest him right there. So he ends up doing 20. I think it was 21 days. Here go a dude name right here, Kentavious Trailer. The man who was apparently grazed by one of the bullets expressed utmost frustration with the judicial process, saying he's seen candy thieves get stiffer punishments and thinks BlueFace benefited from celebrity treatment. So let me just tell you this. I'm going to make another video. I'm going to make another video because the dude ended up pulling up to jail. I mean, not pulling up to jail. Pulling up to court, taking pictures in the courtroom with BlueFace and everything. Even, talking to the judge about how mad he was that BlueFace wasn't going to jail and getting probation. So it's going to be a little card that's going to pop up right here at the top right corner of the screen. That's going to be taking you to that video, but you can go ahead and watch that video after this, and I'm going to also have it at the end of the video, at the end of this video, so you can go straight to it. You just got to click it. But moral of the story, BlueFace only gets about 2 to 3 years. That's 24 to 36 months of probation, for shooting somebody. Now we just seen, hold on. Let me. I ain't even think about this. So BlueFace just got 2 to 3 years, 24 to 36 months for shooting at somebody into a car, grazing a man's hand, allegedly. Now, mind you, this dude didn't go and make a police report or none of this until the next day, But BlueFace got probation for that. Look what just happened to Tory. Tory just got sentenced for some years for allegedly shooting Meg in the foot. She didn't get no bones broken, no tendons, no nothing. But, it could be because he's a celebrity. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you, the deliberation between the judge and the lawyer. And you can hear her speak on it. It's going to give you some better insight on it than what I could just now.
Good morning, Your Honor. So the court has properly reiterated the terms of the negotiation. I think since Mr. Ports went into some of the detail, I think it's important for the court to have some context and understand why this negotiation is the way it is. While it is certainly true that Mr. Traylor was involved in a fight with people at the strip club, Mr. Porter was not involved in that fight. And what happened later was Mr. Traylor went to his vehicle and then drove very slowly up to a group of people who he felt had aggrieved him in the fight and rolled down his window and displayed a firearm, causing other people to jump back. And then he sped into a group of people, ended up hitting a woman and hitting other cars, and then took off. And that's at the moment when the conduct from our client occurs. So while I'm not here to minimize it in any way, it's dangerous, there is no doubt, but there is a lot from Mr. Traylor that led up to this. And I think the court should also be aware Mr. Traylor is suing Mr. Porter, the nightclub. The nightclub is being sued by the woman who got hit by Mr. Traylor. I mean, there is a lot of moving parts here. But then Mr. Traylor met up with friends over at Town Center in a parking lot, didn't call the police. He was in his employer's work truck, and he must have realized the next day that he needed to explain why he got into an accident and hit these other cars in his employer's work truck, and only then did he decide to make a police report. And he did have some kind of a graze wound on his hand. And again, no one here to minimize that. I think the court needs to understand that there's a dynamic here. I think because of the civil litigation, Mr. Porter's probably going to opt not to address the court, but I'll let him decide that. The negotiation is reasonable given the circumstances of this case. The other incident that Mr. Ports references has to do with taking a cell phone from a woman, and that is who was filming him, and the woman was actually punched by a female colleague of Mr. Porter's. But again, not trying to minimize. We didn't come in here to minimize. We came in here to say that the negotiation is reasonable and the court should follow it. He does live in California and will be seeking interstate compact transfer under the interstate compact agreement. We believe that an underlying sentence of 12 to 36 months is appropriate versus the state's position of 4 to 10. There is no restitution request in this case. I noted from the probation report, and I assume that's because Mr. Traylor is going to pursue his remedies in some civil suit. And it does appear that Mr. Porter has credit time served for 22 days by my read of the probation report. So we would ask that the court, I don't think that there's any opposition to the order out. I thought that the strip corridor ended at Sahara.
I did too.
All right, so just so I can tell y'all what interstate compact transfer is, that's just basically when you on probation or you on parole Usually they limit you to whatever state that you in. They don't really want you to leave. But when you have interstate compact transfer, that just means that they can facilitate and basically allow you to travel. Now, BlueFace is obviously a rapper, and he got reality stuff going on, so he don't want to just stay in California. He wants to be able to travel. But like I said, I'm gonna make a video, because what ends up happening now is that the dude that BlueFace shot, he ends up coming in the joint talking all of this, about how his life is just so torn up, I'm gonna make a whole nother video about that. So we just gonna skip right over that. We're gonna get straight into what a judge is actually sentencing BlueFace, or accepting, what they're asking for, which is the 24 to 36 months, which is 2 to 3 years of probation.
At this time, the court will proceed with the sentencing of Mr. Porter, and as per negotiations, we will go ahead. I'm going to give an opportunity of probation to Mr. Porter. Same discussion with you, Mr. Porter, that I had with another gentleman this morning. You are here and doing probation here unless and until you are affirmatively approved, meaning given actual permission by the parole probation department to travel out of state, whether it be a travel pass initially or your interstate compact, but you will have to be here doing your probation. And I'm going to go through the terms and conditions and your underlying sentence and all the specifics. And I want to emphasize something here before I even get to that point. I don't typically go through the standard conditions of probation one by one because I don't feel it's necessary. I note that they're applicable and then figure when you go through your orientation process and all that. Someone who has some prior history may be familiar already with some of those things. But the main point that I have for you here is the weapons, is the guns. You know you cannot have guns. There's no confusion on that point. And if you choose to roll guns, then that's your choice. But I will tell you, if you get caught doing that, you get brought back here on any kind of probation violation, especially anything involving weapon, I will not hesitate to put you in prison for a significant period of time. You are playing with your liberty, your life, obviously, but you're playing with your liberty if you're going to have guns and do anything that's going to violate your probation in that regard. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want there to be any confusion. I hear people who say things about, I didn't realize I couldn't, do this or that or have pictures with them or whatever. No, 0 guns around you where you are of any kind. And that needs to be quite clear. Somebody just handed
So basically, you can't defend yourself.
the order out, and it looks like Sahara to Russell does not cover downtown. So I'm gonna account for that. So,
All right, so that's it. It's not too much. I'm going to go ahead and link this entire 16-minute video. So if you want to watch it, the link in the bio. But like I said, I'm about to make another video. I'm about to have another video. It's going to be on the end of this video. Once the last few seconds of the video pops up, you can click it, about the dude showing up to, the court, the guy that was allegedly grazed in the hand. But I would have to say, man, BlueFace got off easy, man. I'm not going to lie, dog. Like, I done seen motherfuckers get a lot worse for a lot less. But at the same time, if dude did pull up inside that pickup truck and he showed a weapon, then I think BlueFace should have been looking at self-defense charges then, or going for self-defense. But I don't know how that happened. I don't know how that worked. But hey, listen, it's October. I'm at 532 or 33 subscribers. I got a goal. I want to get to 1,000 this month, so I need you to subscribe. And then once you subscribe, go ahead and watch that next video, because I got a whole opinion on dude pulling up. I'm not gonna lie. Him pulling up to the court, him saying what he had to say after, the whole situation. But I'm out.